Alright, let me knock this out real quick. Feed the viewers. Oh, by the way, hello viewers. Mornings. Another beautiful day. Hope your five senses work. Health and strength is good or excellent. What? Alright, listen to this. Aya Neo 3 launches pricing range from $699 for 8840U and to $1,799 for a full spec HX 370 models OLED/LCD option. Says here Aya Neo 3 in multiple Aya Neo 3 in multiple variants. Says here Aya Neo has announced its new gaming handheld, the 3. This system followed the flagship series, introduced a key feature modular controller, and it says we'll focus on the most interesting detail, which were confirmed today during a special product launch. The company revealed the specification and pricing, highlight the aspect most relevant to potential buyers. It says here, starting with the color option, the handheld comes in black and white and a new retro design. The retro version is only available with higher specification, meaning it will cost extra. In terms of pricing, the system ranged from $699 to $1,799 at launch and $899 to $2,099 once it becomes available on the Aya Neo store. Historically, these prices don't always align with the final retail costs. Then it shows you on the picture the detachable controllers, D-pads and buttons. Then they got the hardware, FreeSync, easy detachable, interchangeable, AMD Ryzen AI 9 HX 370. Sorry about that. AMD Ryzen 7 8840U dual flagship CPU. And then it shows the Aya Neo brand design, aesthetics, extra large grip design, brand new ergonomics, rear button plus trigger lock buttons, 7-inch LCD, 7-inch OLED, stunning visual experience. And what else they got here? Let's see, Aya Space 3.0 fully upgrade for an amazing experience, self-developed magnetic suspension, enhanced vibration feedback, push the limit of the handheld gaming immersive sound and experience, independent technological innovation, core component and development. Says here, the system features 2 AMD APU options, Ryzen 7 8840U Zen 4 and Ryzen AI 9 HX 370 Zen 5. There are also a choice between LCD and OLED panel. Interestingly, select the OLED option does not increase the price. The setup results in a wide variety of configuration with 2 APU options, 4 memory and storage combination, and 2 screen types. This variety can be confusing, especially since some variants are bundled with the modular controller kit, a set of extra controllers. These controllers, which are the handheld main features, are likely to be purchased by most buyers regardless. Then it says the modular controllers are detachable via a special one-click button, meaning they can be easily replaced if they wear out or malfunction. Very slick. However, Aya Neo maintain exclusive control over the sales of these controllers. Says here Aya Neo 3 OLED, and then you got the Starry Black 16 gig 512 gigabyte. Early bird price $699, IGG price $799, retail price $899. Starry Black 32 gigs 1 terabyte, that's the RAM, 32 gigs and 1 terabyte, $899 for early bird price, $999 for IGG, retail price $1,099. Retro power with a modular handle kit, 64 gigs, that's RAM, 2 terabytes of storage, $1,099, $1,299, and that's IGG, and $1,399 for retail price. Early bird is $11.99, by the way. And then for the AMD Ryzen AI 9 HX 370, Starry Black, 32 gigs, 1 terabyte, $12.99 for early bird, $13.99 for IGG, and retail price $14.99. And then Starry Black Sky White, 64 gigs and 2 terabytes of storage. That's $15.99. Early bird $17.59. IGG and $18.99. Retail price. And then retro power with modular handle kit, 64 gigs plus 2 terabyte is $16.69. Early bird $18.29. IGG price $19.49 for retail price. And then retro power 64 gigs 4 terabytes of storage, $17.99. Early bird $19.99. IGG and $20.99. Retail price. And then modular controller kit $99. And let's see, and then you have $139 for the retail. It says here on the technical side, new details have emerged. The system includes LPDDR5X 7500 memory available in 16, 32, and 64 gigs configuration. Unfortunately, the battery capacity is just 49 watts, which feel inadequate given the device size, 289 millimeter in length. A larger battery would have been more appropriate. The system also has an Oculink, which is great for eGPUs, meaning that you can have external GPUs on these handhelds now. Valve, take notes. Says here, as for the operating system, the ANEO 3 runs Windows rather than SteamOS. On the bright side, users will have full access to the BIOS, a feature prominently demonstrated in official launch videos. Since we do not promote crowdfunding products launches, we are not linking the ANEO launch page, but you can easily find it yourself. Come on, video cards, you can do better than that. Anyway, save people some headaches, you know. Has a YouTube video here. And then what are we looking at here? Spec sheets. So what do we got here? We're talking, let's see, ANEO 3, screen size is 7-inch, borderless, high refresh rate, minor screen. Screen specification 1920 by 1080, 800 nits, 315 ppi, 150% sRGB color gamut, 110% DCI/P3, refresh rate 60 Hz, 90 Hz, 120, and 144. LCDs 1920 by 1080, 500 nits, 300 ppi, 100% sRGB coverage, refresh rate 120/60 Hz, 7 milliseconds response time, VRR, CPU AMD Ryzen AI R9 HX370, AMD Ryzen 7 8840U, memory LPDDR 7500 MT. And that mean they match the Nintendo Switch came out with 12, but they got 64 up in these. It says SSD M.2 2280 PCIe 4.0. Storage option 16, 512, 16 gigs plus 512, 32 gigs 1 terabyte, 64 gigs 2 terabyte, 64 gigs 4 terabyte. Cooling system 1350 mm to the third, triple copper pipes plus copper sheets, 290/62 millimeter square, thin surface area, large PC levels, turbo fans, performance of the 35 watts, starry black, sky white, retro power. Says here master controller 2.0, detachable ABXY buttons, all button customizable. And then option modules, multiple joysticks plus button combination including conductive rubber and touchpad configurations. What's the joysticks? RGB Hall joysticks 250 Hz. Triggers, limited Hall effect triggers 250 Hz. Linear/micro action one-click switch. Vibration motor, magnetic suspension motor, Hypersound 2.0, panoramic sound, large cavity dual speakers, and then gyroscope, dual 6-axis gyroscope. And so what else we got here? Interface, 2 USB 4, 40 gigabytes, times 1 DP 1.41 times 1 Oculink 64 gigabytes, micro SD card 300 megabytes per second, 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, unique type, sound tap magic vibration, hardware level keyboard mouse mode, and then special buttons, controller protocol, switch buttons, 2x rear button, customizable home button for Windows game bar, and biometric function, power button with fingerprint recognition, battery capacity 49 watts. I guess the Fox got something to say about that, but anyway, charging power 65 watt PD, support bypass charging, dimension 289.8 by 115 by 22.4 millimeter, grip area 34.8 millimeters, weight 690 gram with standard module installed, connectivity latest ultra fast Wi-Fi BT 5.3, software management AS-Space 3.0, and operating system Windows 11 64-bit home. And then we got 11 comments from the 14 comments from the politicians and debaters. Let's see what we got here. What do you say? He said, "Hey Chi Meichi, 18 hundo, no thanks, I'm good." And that's Smart Henry. And Pink said this: flop company, Steam Deck and Switch and other ones are fine. AYANEO has a cap named crap quality and ridiculous price. And then who is this? King Rose said this: the only thing I'm interested in is the swappable controller layouts, which is innovative. That is true. Other than that, I am not interested in AYANEO, from the constant releasing handheld every other week to being uber expensive compared to the companies, to hiding certain features and qualities of the handheld behind a paywall. Retro power, it's not appealing anymore. And then who is this? Amp said this: AYANEO 3 OLED, Ryzen HX 370 64 gigs, or RTX 5090? Question mark. Both. Anyway, then Derek said this: 1800 for a handheld, Clown World. And then Cactus said this: 1800, ja. What he says, Del Pony Kainos, he says, sorry, no translation available. It has to be said in local Chilean Spanish. Anyway, and who else is this? Who is this? Jeffrey said this: 700 for an OLED, 8840U, consoles with 16 gigs plus 512 gigabyte. Looks alright, though it's clear Asus will eat them alive. Yeah, Valve. See, Valve said a generational leap, so me personally, I got nothing against AYANEO, but I'll wait on Valve. Cactus said this. What he said, 700 is too much for 16 and 512 nowadays. TBH 32 512 would be better. Yeah, that's why you go for the 64 gig model and just get it over with. Jeffrey said this: Ally X is $800 for 1 terabyte 24 gigs. What are we talking about? And non-X is LCD. And then Eva said this: at this price, just jam a HX 395 in it. Cool device, but much too expensive. And then Jeffrey says, at this price, it's impossible to put 395 there. It's gonna cost even more with it. ZBook Ultra G1 with this APU will be priced so high you almost wouldn't believe it. Smiling emoji. And then Bruno, what he said? He said, who is this? Who's this? Bruno. He said, good luck with that. And trying to get this here. Oh, here we go. Come on, get out of here. All right. And then John said this: the price, LOL. Well, if you got the money, man. If you got the money for these handhelds, this is what I keep telling you: save your money. I would go for this. I would say just go for the 64 gig. I would say just go for the 64 gigs, 4 terabytes, and 64 for the AYANEO 3. I mean for the Ryzen 7 8840U, I would say go for the 64 gigs, 2 terabyte. And I would say go for the AMD Ryzen AI 9 HX370. Go for the 64 gigs, 4 terabyte. And just call it a day. Them the two best ones you go for. You know. So you know, especially when it comes to video games. So yeah. But yeah. But a 7-inch, they could have upped the screen a little bit to an 8-inch. You know. But it is packing some power, that's for sure. They got the latest RAM, so yeah, 7500. Not bad for a handheld. The question is, can you afford it? Do you like it? Or do you want it? You know, so yeah. You got Starry Black, and Retro Power. You have Starry Black, Retro Power, and Sky White. So yeah. Some nice prices here. So if you're an ANEO fan, then you know you have no problem with the price. But if you're not, doesn't mean that you can't get it. You just got to save your money for it. You know, it's really all about saving your money when it comes to these handhelds, man. That's what it's really about. Save your money, man. You know, because when you save it, then you have it, then you can get it. You know, so yeah, it would be like let's take PlayStation. Okay, PlayStation. Sony's working on PlayStation 6. You start saving your money now. Valve said they're looking for a generational leap. Whatever that statement means, okay, start saving your money now. If you're an Asus ROG fan, you know they're going to come out with a new handheld after the ROG Ally X, so start saving your money now. You know, so that's how it goes. The same thing with Lenovo. If you want these handhelds, man, you just got to save your money, man. Bottom line, yeah. If you want a 5090 graphics card, save your money. Yeah. Yeah. You want one of them high-end PCs, got to save your money for it, man. So yeah, that's what it comes down to, man. You know, when it comes to like keeping up with the entertainment of video games, it's all about putting your money together. You know, yeah. And you know, because I mean, now these handhelds now, they come with eGPUs now, meaning that you can connect an external GPU to it. Got to save your money for it, man. So that's what it comes down to, man. You know, it's not how fast you get it, but when you get it. You know, and go on from there. And you know, you'll be gaming, but you got to save your money for these handhelds. You know, in this world, if you want something, excuse me, it's all about saving money, man. You know? Like take me for instance. Before I got the Steam Deck, I was covering it way before I had it. Way before I had it, I was covering it, you know. And then I had to put money together to get it. You know? So yeah, that's how it goes with these handhelds, man. So in order to enjoy today's video games, man, and keep up with the time, it's all about saving your money and putting your money together to get these handheld. The ANEO 3 is not a bad handheld by any means. Now some people might debate the battery, okay, and some people like, oh, I don't care, I'm just gonna get it regardless. It's all about saving your money, man. Look, okay, when it comes to these games, man, okay, you got to figure out, okay, what size screen are you comfortable with? You know, okay, let's say you want to get a how many TVs do you need? You know, how many TVs do you need? 1 or 2 or 3? You know, got to save your money for that. Okay. You know, do you love video games? Meaning you love Nintendo, Sony, PC, and Mac. Save your money for that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what it comes down to, man. When it comes to these video games, man, it's not it's not that you can't get it. You can get it, but you got to save your money for these things, man. These handhelds are not they're not chopped liver by any means. They packing some power under the hood, man. So yeah, so it's all about you know, and if you're a fan of Windows, you're gonna give it a go. So if money is not an issue, meaning that you got disposable income, you're gonna get it. So yeah. But man, to keep up with video games, man, to really keep up with video games, it's really about saving your money. I mean, this thing comes with some nice features. I mean, these handheld come with, you're talking 32 gigs and 1 terabyte, 64 gigs and 2 terabytes, 64 gigs and 4 terabytes. One thing I didn't see on this list is a 32 gigs with 2 terabytes. I'm just saying. So yeah, these video games, man, you just got to save. When it comes to these handhelds, you got to save your money for them, man. Yeah, that's what it comes down to. Yeah. And if you get one of these, if you get, let me ask you this: if you get one of these handhelds, these PC handhelds, and you got, let's say you got a original Xbox, a Dreamcast, a PS2, a GameCube, and a Sega Saturn. Let me ask you this: if you get one of these handhelds, are you behind in video games? Are you? Just saying. No, you're not. You're not behind, man. You know, if you got a Sega Saturn in one of these handhelds, you're not behind in video games. Steam got 90,000 games, man. Steam got 90,000, about 80 to 90,000 games, man. So yeah. If you got a Dreamcast in one of these handhelds, you're not behind in video games, man. The real question is this: what are you missing out on? What are you missing out on? So yeah, you're not behind, man. You got plenty of games to play, man. So, but these handhelds are good, man. The good thing about this too, the controllers now are detachable. So that's like me taking this. Like, let me see my Steam Deck here. That's like me say, okay, let's say these were replaceable. And let's take them out like this, and let's put in some new ones. Smart move on their part, man. On A&Neo's part. Oh yeah, yeah, man. So when it comes to these handhelds, man, good move on their part though. But good handheld. But when it comes to these handhelds in today's time in video games, man, it's all about it's really all about saving your money, man. You know, you got to figure out which handheld you're gonna get, which console you're gonna get to go with this with your PC handheld. What size screen you need. Yeah, all that. Save your money. Anyway, but good move on A&Neo's part though. Good move on their part. Nice handheld. They need to go up on the screen though. But the only thing I don't see in this list is a 32 gigs and 2 terabytes. Just saying. Anyway, I'm gonna leave this video for y'all to enjoy though. Nice talking to you people again. Chris on Star Wars Star Trek. Board Tarsek. Go. Peace.